Yarrney.
Hello, welcome to Yarrney. In this tutorial, you will learn how to make this 3D letter H. It's a very easy and straightforward project. So the stitches you will need to know for this project are basically the slip knot and chain and the single crochet. That's it. In terms of material, I'm using this Big Twist Posh yarn. It's a bulky number 5 weight yarn. If you're using a bigger yarn, that's perfectly fine. The project will simply be bigger, and you can also use a smaller yarn. If you do that, the project will simply be smaller. Now, other than yarn, I'm using a crochet hook, of course. So a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. If you're using a different yarn, just make sure that your crochet hook matches the yarn. Some scissors to cut your yarn needle. Don't worry, there's no sewing. It's just at the very end so we can hide the tail end inside the project. Other than that, just make sure you have some fiber filled or anything else that you can use to stuff your project in the middle so we have the 3D effect. In order to do the 3D letter H, we will basically do 2 of these flat letter H, then put one on top of each other, use single crochet all around the outside edge to merge them together, and put fiber fill in the middle for the 3D effect. The letter H is worked in 3 parts, so we're basically starting from the bottom, going all the way in the middle, up, and then the 2 legs as part 2 and 3. As a starting point, we will do a slip knot and chain foundation. So the slip knot, you take the tail end of your yarn, you wrap it around your index finger, you bring it on top of your working yarn. So the working yarn here is the side that's attached to your ball of yarn. You wrap it around your index finger. You have 2 loops on your fingers, so take the back loop forward, and you have your slip knot. Just tighten it, insert your hook, tighten it again on the hook, and we're ready to do the chains. So we're going to do 9 chains. To do a chain, you wrap the yarn around your hook, pull the yarn with your hook through the loop on this hook here, so you have 1 chain, then 2 chains, 3 chains, 4 chains, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now for rows 1 all the way to 11, it's basically 8 single crochet in each row. So for this first row, we will start with the single crochet from the second chain from the hook. The loop on the hook does not count as a chain. The first chain is the first V formation you see from the hook, and then the second one is the next chain, next V formation from the hook. So insert your hook in the second chain from the hook, wrap the yarn around your hook, and you pull it through the chain. So now you have 2 loops on your hook, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it through both loops, and that's your first single crochet. So we do 7 more because we want 8 in total per row, and we just did 1. So this is 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is row number 1 completed. Now in between each row, we're always going to chain 1, turn our project around. It's our turning chain. So we want to work from the right towards the left. This chain here does not count as a stitch. So the first stitch is going to be right after this chain here at the very base. So row 2, again, 8 single crochet. So 1 single crochet here, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So again, at the end of the row, always chain 1, turn our project around. So go ahead and just do this all the way until you reach row 11. So like I said, we want 8 single crochet in each row for rows 1 to 11. And we are basically completed 2, and I'm doing row number 3. So all you have to do is finish your row number 3, then move on to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I will meet you back here once you've completed row 11, so we can move on to row 12. Now don't forget, always chain 1 in between each row. Alright, so I just completed row 11, and so in order to move on to row 12, I have to chain 1 in between the row. So row 12, we will start with 8 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then this is not the end of row 12. We have to do 17 chains to go across the H. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So this is the end of row 12. Now for row 13 all the way to 18, we're going to do 24 single crochet in each row. So again, here we're working from the second chain from the hook. So remember that the loop on the hook doesn't count as a chain, and then we have a first V formation here that we will skip. So the second chain is where we start the row 13. So 24 single crochet in total. So this is 1 single crochet. So you basically want 16 single crochet in the chain part plus 8 single crochet in this solid part here. So I have done 1, I'm doing my second here, then third, fourth, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is the last one on the chain portion here. And then I'm back on my solid portion here, adding 8 more. So this is the 17th stitch of the row. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So this is the end of row 13. So chain 1, turn our project around. Like I mentioned, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, again is 24 single crochet in each row. So it's basically just as you did in this little smaller portion here. Instead of 8, you do 24 single crochet in each row. So go ahead and do that. And don't forget to chain 1 in between each row. And I will meet you back here when you've completed row 18 so that we can move on to row 19 together. So I just completed the last stitch of row 18. So moving on to row 19, before we do that, we chain 1, turn our project around. So for row 19 all the way to row 30, very easy. It's basically just like you did here, just 8 single crochet in each row. So row 19 here, 8 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then this is row 19. So you stop here, chain 1, turn your project around, move on to row 20. So 8 single crochet again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then chain 1, turn your project around. So we just completed row 19 and 20. So go ahead and do that all the way until you reach row 30. And I will meet you back at the end of row 30. So 8 single crochet in each row. And don't forget, as always, chain 1 in between each row. So I've completed the last stitch of row 30 here. What we're going to do now is basically cut the yarn. Doesn't need to be too long. And then you will simply pull onto the yarn with your hook like this so that it secures the stitch. And then we will work on this upper leg here. So this will be basically part 2. So to work on this upper leg, you will take your yarn. So you will insert your hook under this very first stitch here on the right side. Hook the yarn on your hook like this. Pull it through the stitch. And then just use your finger to hold on to this loose yarn here. And we will start with 1 chain. And then for our first stitch, we will do a single crochet under this exact stitch where you pull the yarn. So where you did the chain as well. So you insert a single crochet. So this is our first stitch here. And then we just do 7 more single crochet because we want 8 single crochet in each row from row 1 to 12. So this is my second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8th, and then we stop here. This is row 1 completed. Chain 1, turn your project around. So you just continue basically 8 single crochet in each row all the way until you reach row 12. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back here at the end of row 12 so we can move on to part 3. And as always, don't forget to chain 1 in between each row. So I've just completed the last stitch of my row 12 here, and again we will cut the yarn and then pull on to it with the hook, and we're ready for part 3. So at this point your H looks like this, so turn it so that the unworked part is on the top here. And what we're going to do is insert our hook again under the very first stitch here, just like we did on part 2, and then put the yarn on the hook, pull it through, and then you want to chain 1 again, and then our first stitch will be at the very bottom here where we basically just pulled the yarn through and did a chain, just like we did in part 2. So insert a single crochet, and then you insert 7 more because again from row 1 to 12 we're basically just doing 8 single crochet in each row so that we have the same legs of the H everywhere. So I just did 4 here, and then 5, 6, 7, and then 8, and then you chain 1, turn your project around, so you move on to row 2. Again, it's 8 single crochet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So basically, just like part 2, just continue adding rows of 8 single crochet in each row. So all the way until you reach row 12. So we already did 2 rows together, so you have 10 more rows to do of 8 single crochet in each row. And don't forget, chain 1 in between each row and turn your project around. I'll meet you back here at the end of row 12 so we can start the 3D letter H. So I just completed the last stitch of row 12 part 3. At this point your H basically is completed, the flat letter H, and now you have basically 2 options. So if you've completed only one of these H, you can go ahead, cut your yarn, and then pull onto the yarn with your hook like this so that it secures the stitch. But if this is the second letter H that you have, just like me, we're basically ready to merge the 2 pieces and do the 3D letter H. So what you do at this point is basically just put one H on top of the other, making sure it's perfectly aligned, and we can start our single crochet on the outer edge here. So once it's perfectly aligned, you just insert your hook in the next stitch from one side to the other. And then you do single crochet. And this will merge the two pieces together. And we do this all around the border, just like this. So as you can see, this is merging the two pieces together like this. So you just continue doing that. And then if you have these little pieces of yarn tails, you can bring them inside. You can simply just insert your hook in the next stitch close to it and just pull the yarn inside. And do this for all the pieces that are on the outside so it can be hidden inside. And before you shut the piece fully, make sure you put fiber fill in between so you have the 3D effect. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you at the very end to show you how to finish and complete the project. So once you've gone all around your H, to finish the project, we will just end with a slip stitch. Insert your hook in the next stitch, pull the yarn back through the stitch, and also through the loop on the hook here. So this is a slip stitch. And then you can cut the yarn, doesn't need to be too long. And then you pull onto the yarn with your hook like this to secure the last stitch. Now we will just use a yarn needle to insert this little tail inside the project. So all I do is just insert it inside the project here, just very randomly, and then pull it on the back here. And then you can just cut your yarn. And this is how you complete a 3D letter H. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you soon for another tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.